Today we are going to do a video on curls that are a little bit fancier, that are good for going out to weddings or parties. Typically when you curl you make the curls go backwards, and what happens back, they don't interlock, which is okay for every day. And then there's curls where you go forward and backward mixtures to give it more of a lived-in look. Today we are going to have the curls all go one direction. So you're going to find your part, and then you're going to have the hair basically go the direction going backwards all the way around, because we want this front section to go forward and into our face. Typically I like to do a reverse part because I get more lift when doing these, but we're on day 2 of not washing my hair, so it might work okay. So we're just gonna leave it on my part so at least you can see. I might be able to flip it so you can tell the difference. But okay, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to use a 1 1/4 inch curling iron. I do like to use a 1 inch as well, but oh, I forgot to take this off. Take my part from my temple area, and I'm gonna pin this out of the way. Because my curling iron is 1 1/4 inch, I'm gonna take fairly big sections. And then I'm just gonna curl . So these aren't quite glam curls, but they will mimic it. And you also don't want to start at the ends unless you want the curls to focus on the ends, because when you do that, what's going to happen is the ends will be in the curling iron the longest, so they're going to get hotter faster, so they're going to get a little bit more damaged, and they are also going to have the heat, the curl strongest there. So if it's possible, if you're able to do it, start in the mid of your hair and curl that for a few seconds before pulling it down. If you're new to curling iron, curling your hair, that's okay. Just try it. Or maybe just put your hair on a lower setting so you are not leaving it in there that often as much. I did these curls last year when I did my Halloween costume, and I really liked them, and for some reason never did it again. They were really cute. So now we're getting into a wider section, and we're just gonna break that section in half. Now my hair has been pre-prepped and blow dried already. So if your hair does not like to hold curl, you're definitely gonna add a mousse or some type of medium hold product into your hair before doing the style. Mine is pretty good at holding its shape. So try to remember. So this is gonna get curled backwards. Because remember, we're going all one direction. So this is going backwards and this is going forward. So one side will probably be easier for you to do, and that is useful with anybody. So if you were using a 1-inch curling iron, you're going to take smaller sections. I'd say thinner sections. So the reason why we're having everything go the same direction is because you want that same curl pattern to go through the whole hair. And usually what happens when you want these type of curls, you want this side either pinned back or going off to one shoulder. When I did these curls for Halloween, I was actually on day like 3 or 4. So I think that's why it held so well. Because my hair tends to be, well, back then I was a blonde, so my hair was able to go like once a week washing it. Because it just didn't get any oils. The hair just absorbed all my oils because my hair was so porous. So if you want these to be tighter, of course you're going to use the 1-inch, and you might want to hold it a little bit longer so it has like a really tight, almost like ringlet. You may remember Shirley Temple. Almost went like ringlets like that. But I kind of want like a bigger wave today since I'm going to work, and I don't necessarily want like a full glam curl at work. You want to try still having it go to your root. You don't want to pull it forward towards your face. You want it to go as close to the root as you can, because that's going to help keep that wave in shape. Sometimes when you pull the rod forward, your wave will start going like drooping. So if that happens to you, that is why. Our hair can only handle heat up to 392 degrees, so please don't put it at the 400 when curling your hair. If your hair is, oh man, no, I curled this regular one. If your hair is a little bit finer, you should put it under 350. If your hair is coarse, you could almost go to that 400 just because it's a little bit coarse, it's a little bit thicker, so it can handle a little bit more heat. Okay, so when we're doing this top section, everything is going to go forward. Okay, so then you're going to go ahead and use a brush, and then you're going to just comb it out. All right, thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and hit the likes and then go ahead and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.